Welcome to the Effects Loop. I'm Diaz.
I'm Chris.
I'm Scott.
And we're keeping you in the loop of the guitar community. You know, Scott, if you're going to carry this whole show on your back, you should probably say your name a little bit earlier. Or staying last in line more like...
No, it's kind of like, you know, when like a prestigious actor is on a movie, they're not necessarily the main character, but they're the reason you're there.
Yeah, like Martin Sheen on The West Wing.
Yeah, so it's a featuring.
Featuring.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let's try this again. Welcome to the Effects Loop. I'm Diaz.
I'm Chris.
And we're featuring...
What's up? I'm Scott.
Mark Hamill.
And we're keeping you in the loop of the guitar community on the back of Scott Hamilton. I like that. Let's do that from now on.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to practice this. All right. Well, speaking of riding on the back of someone, this episode's brought to you by Stringjoy, who has been carrying us for a while now. Go to String.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
Almost
a couple
since
years.
the beginning. I think it was like our first NAMM, maybe, is when we had our first talks.
We were talking before that, but we sealed the deal with a handshake.
Yeah, Scott and Scott were talking a little before that. I'm not allowed to make deals with string companies. All right. So
You're the one who made the deal with.
I got Lambertones.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
well,
sure.
so who
And
got?
Westminster.
Yeah, who got Westminster? Was that you?
That was me. I hooked in Westminster. So yeah.
I guess
I'm
I
what-
could do my share.
Yeah.
Soon.
We know
Cable
what company you can
company.
talk to.
Oh yeah.
We need a cable company or a pedal board company. So if you are listening to the show and you own a cable company or pedal board company or
both.
at the same time,
And have already sponsored us in the past. Creation.
oh yeah, I forgot they did.
Yep.
I mean, of course I remembered they did. All right, but for real, let's focus on our sponsor who actually has like agreed to sponsor us, Stringjoy, which we're going to say for the 10th time. Go to stringjoy.com. Tell them that the Effects Loop sent you and that you love them because we love them and therefore you have to love them. But check them out. You know, new year, new you, new strings, stringjoy.com. That, you know what? That actually sounded pretty good too. I'm going to let
You
Scott
should
know
just
his
like
new
clip
marketing
that
code.
and just paste it in every time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
New strings.
Play
new year, new
button
you.
butter emoji has been pretty effective ad campaign for us. So
Yeah. Play butter. All right. So this, well, does anyone have anything new?
I got something new.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
something.
Well, it got deleted off the script. I didn't know if we were skipping it. All right. Scott,
How?
you said you got new stuff first. What'd you get that's new?
So I finally got the battery for my OP1 from Teenage
Oh,
Engineering.
yeah.
So that thing's up and running and working like a charm. So now I get to decide, do I want to keep it or do I want to sell it?
Yeah.
Thinking about selling it. We'll keep an eye on the used market. They seem like it's just ridiculous. So who knows? Also, I'm not really much of a... Everything I'm looking like I can see I can do with it. I'm like, you know, I could probably do this in Ableton. Do I really need to pay $1,000 to have a... I didn't pay $1,000, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep playing with it for a little bit, learn how it works, and then probably make a decision. So I did that, and
Okay.
then from the 60-cycle hum Inner Circle,
yeah.
I just got a Walrus Audio Slow from their Secret Santa.
Oh, that's a freaking great pedal for
Yeah.
Secret Santa.
That is fantastic. Actually, yeah, I think Ben Fair got one too. So twinning, and yeah, I was sitting there, I was like, all right, not to rag on people, but generally Secret Santa's a chance where I basically play something for about a month or two and then I sell it or I give it away in the next one.
Yeah, it's a good pedal. Like usually the pedal you get rid of is like it's a good pedal, but you just don't jive with it, or it's been sitting on the shelf and you're just like, let's recycle it out.
Yeah, it's just not my pedal.
Right.
Um,
Not anymore. It isn't.
yeah, so I mean,
It's
like,
your pedal.
there's been cool ones. Like one time I think I had Jason Fuzzmonger one year, and I got a Leviathan fuzz from Wampler.
Oh
And it was
yeah.
cool to try, but it was like before I was really into fuzzes, and so I moved on from it. But this one, I was just like, oh wow, this is exactly something I've been meaning to try. So
Yeah.
gonna Great job.
'Cause that's their reverb, right?
Yeah, like their big reverb
Mm-hmm.
because they have the Fathoms too.
Yeah, but this one's kind of like a smart reverb, isn't it? Does it have
What
presets at
do you
all?
mean smart reverb?
Well, I mean, like, I don't know how to explain it.
It doesn't have MIDI.
Okay, then never mind.
I think it has a hold mode and stuff like that though. So
Okay, I mean, still, that's awesome.
I feel
Do
bad.
you
I
have anything
opened it
else?
on Christmas and I haven't played guitar in like a week. So I
Oh,
haven't
that's
plugged
gonna
it
be
in
my
yet.
my what's new includes that. I got 2 pedals, but I didn't play them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now that we started,
Oh, this is awkward.
Diaz, what's
Um,
new with you?
So I got the Geneva V2 from Westminster Effects in. I got that day before Christmas
how's
Eve.
that demo coming?
How's what?
No, I just get to
What?
ask you how that demo's coming every week from
Oh,
till it's done.
I never promised a demo, but I did say that
you
I'm gonna.
insinuated that there would be a demo.
I insinuated that there would be a side by side shootout, which I'm gonna work on, and then I also got the 4-knob clone from Electromotive Sound Co.
Oh yeah, another one.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I had the 3-knob, and
Oh, yeah.
then I got the 4-knob, which he actually sent me the prototype. So
So
that's pretty cool.
that takes the concentric knob out of the equation and makes it 2, right?
I don't know what concentric is, but
It's
I was
the dual
I
gain
was a
pot
concentric an adult.
where you turn a knob and it moves 2 pots.
I
They're separate
guess, yeah,
things.
maybe.
And so now they're separate.
Yeah, sure. I have no idea. All I know is it's got one more knob.
More better.
Yeah, more is better. So I've got that. I actually did plug that in. I pretty much been dealing with some carpal tunnel issues, so I've been playing guitar much recently. But I did plug in my Iridium and the clone, and it still sounds amazing. So that's great. Chris, what's new with you?
What did I trade for this thing? I traded the Squire 2 Strat that I picked up for a orange Micro Dark.
Interesting
been-
amp choice for you.
It's an interesting trade.
Yeah.
How much do they
kind of-
go for?
180 something.
How much was the
I
Squire
would've-
2?
250 until I kind of fucked it up with
Cool.
yeah. So it was like, well, since I fucked it up, you got some work to do. Let me drop the price down a little bit. So I dropped it down to like 200-ish. And a guy that apparently was like right down the street from me was like, hey, I've got a basically brand new orange Micro Dark that was gifted to me that's just been sitting on my desk. And I'm like, okay, sure, why not? I've been wanting to try orange stuff for a while, like not in
Squire
Guitar
2
Center.
wasn't your birth year, was it?
No, I've still
Okay.
got the 91 Strat that I need to take in to get all the pickups put into it. So
Yeah.
I
I had a lot of people asking about my Made in America Squire. I put it up and then I've had some interest, but honestly, it's the people. I hate dealing with the people like that. I need all the pictures of the neck. How much does it weigh? Then I'm like, I don't feel like selling it that bad.
Yeah, I had a lot of people who were always semi interested in the Squire, and they'd be like, "So, how's the fret wear? What's the neck shape in? Like, what's the fretboard shape?" I'm like, it's good. It's like the best thing I could do is I'm just in my head. I'm comparing. It's like it's the overall the guitar is in better condition than my MIM Strat that is sitting in a case that came from a very humid country. So I don't know what else you want to know about a guitar that's looks like it sat in some guy's garage since the 80s.
Yeah, anytime I get people who start asking like a whole bunch of questions like that, my first thought is this guy's going to try to talk me down on my price. He's
Mhm.
going to find everything and absolutely anything wrong with it. And also, those are the people that are like, well, I'm dry. And he was also like, well, I'm going to have to drive a ways away. And I was like, nah, I'm not dealing with that. Because what he'll do is he'll show up and he'll say, I only brought, 200.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had to deal with those like that anal of people before, except when I've like, what was I selling? It's like some kind of piece of furniture. They're like, "What's the dimensions?" I'm like, "It's in the fucking post." Like, scroll down and read the description.
I think some people
It's about-
don't actually read descriptions. I think they just see the picture and just go.
Probably.
Yep. All right. Anything else new with you, Chris?
I think that was it.
All right. So, what? All right. Why don't Scott? Why don't you describe what we're about to do? Because I'm still slightly confused.
Explain it to him like he's 5.
Please.
Well, so we assembled, and when we say we, it was me.
Scott. Yeah.
I assembled
Yeah.
all the press releases that we covered this year and organized them into a few different categories so that we can do a best of 2020 episode. And so from there, we asked our Patreons, so here's another fun little Patreon perk, to come in and rate their favorites of everything that we covered. And so that's going to create our sort of playoffs. And from there, we'll just kind of chat about what our top of whatever category was and decide a winner. So
Okay.
this is either going to take like 20 minutes or 5 hours. I have no idea.
Where's that
Let's
die?
go.
Where's the die at? Roll them d20s.
Shit. Where is that bag?
So
My closet.
I think we skip the first topic and come back to it when we cut and paste this.
Wait, what? I'm so confused.
Um,
Are we,
You'll be fine.
Are we talking
okay.
about the first thing?
You're okay. You're
Oh
okay.
my gosh. He's editing on the go. All right. Sorry.
Everything's okay,
The
Diaz.
whole-
You're okay. You're among friends. So our categories for this year are best of production electric guitars. So these are standard model electric guitars that came out. We had, goodness, 2 pages plus of them.
Yeah.
Signature electric guitars. We kind of figured that should be its own category since they're kind of different. Acoustics got all lumped as one category. Bass got lumped all as one category. Standard pedals, signature pedals. Multi-effects got its own category, even though we missed a ton of multi-effects in the standard pedals because when I'm organizing our script, that's not how I organize it. Accessories, amps, This Week in Harley Benton, and the dumbest thing of the year. So, I think we cap this off with dumbest thing of the year. And let's dive right off the bat to best of standard electric guitars.
Sorry, I'm reading through people's lists, and one of our Patreon supporters actually like called us out in one of them. On bass.
We got called out in a lot of them. Just move on.
Oh gosh. All right. So what was the first thing we're doing? Production electrics.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I was looking at. There's lists in front of me. You guys are lucky that I'm not going to read these whole lists, like the whole list of things on there.
I have an
you
air
read
horn
the
cocked and
entire
ready to go the minute he starts reading a list. So
All right. So are we going to go over the tops that are listed? How are we going to do this then? If we're not going to read the
I
list.
literally just described how this whole process works.
I was distracted.
Cut, roll it back.
I'm sorry. Were you
Long
supposed to listen during that segment when you went, hey, Scott, explain to me how this whole thing's going to work?
I'm,
But then we had a
Both
list in front
off
of
air and on air.
but then there was a list.
all right. Well, why don't you guys start and I'll just follow along.
All right. So nominees for this year's best production guitars are the Epiphone Cornet and Wilshire reissues. Chris, you're gonna have to be more specific on the Fender American 2 line. Pick a guitar, dude. You don't get to declare a line.
Deluxe out of that.
The Telecaster Deluxe.
Yes.
Okay. The Paul Reed Smith SE Hollow Body 2 Piezo. The Harmony Comet. The Abasi Laredo Legion. The Epiphone Prophecy. I'm going to just call it the Les Paul because that's probably the guitar featured from that line. The Ernie Ball Music Man Sabre. Jason also declared the American Pro 2 without declaring a guitar from it. Jerk.
Is it the American Pro 2? Is that the whole line, or is that just a guitar?
Well, there's a Strat, there's a Tele, there's a jazz bass.
I think the biggest thing that like stuck out to me, I don't know if it's the same for Jason, but like some of the new finishes they brought out with them is what really stuck out. I couldn't tell you differences in features, but that's the biggest thing for me.
I think didn't they have new pickups this year?
They might have, because it wasn't those like the Shaw designed or whatever's that are typically.
Shawbuckers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. I might edit on the fly, so enjoy my clickety clacky keys.
I'm so confused by this episode.
We're picking our favorite of the year, Diaz.
The,
There's a list in front of you. Read it quietly in your head,
HTTPS.
okay. All right.
and then
Do I
decide
need
what
to
your
type
favorite
it
thing
out?
is from it.
I'm gonna pick from the list from the top ones, you guys.
That's exactly
I
the
don't
point
know.
of what we're doing.
Don't you yell at me, because you guys didn't add some.
He's not
You guys
yelling,
didn't
he's just
add some
confused.
like- I'm not yelling. I'm just confused. I'd have to say the Hollow Body 2 Piezo is up there on the list. That's pretty awesome. The Fender American Pro 2. Just that. And probably the Ernie Ball Music Man Saber is pretty awesome.
See, I was completely underwhelmed by the Saber.
Oh,
I was kind of like, isn't this guitar already made?
yeah. I mean, it is kind of, but I like it a lot. It's more traditional for them with like the carved top.
Well, it's a carved top, S shape, 2 humbuckers.
Yeah, most of their stuff isn't. I don't know. It doesn't have the like classic look. You know what I mean? It's
There's always,
usually a lot-
there's always something with Ernie Ball guitars where there's something that it just feels modified.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
This
I've never touched an Ernie Ball guitar that wasn't just immaculate in its construction. Like, they are seriously some of the best like production guitars out there. And like their feature wise, they come out, they're fantastic. Like, they're always like stainless
know
steel
what it is?
frets
A
and all
lot
that
of
kind
their
of stuff.
a lot of their Strat stuff, the bottom horn has a deeper cut.
Mhm.
Like the Luke 2, stuff like that. Yeah, this is just more of a classy look. I like it. All right. Are we going to go into the next category? Or are we going to debate
Chris has
this?
not spoken at all yet.
Well, we don't want to talk to Chris.
Oh, like the tops, like out of
Yeah,
this.
I mean, you voted for your pick, but like, if you had to pick
Yeah.
one, if you had to declare a winner out of this, or
Ooh,
Diaz,
I'm gonna have to go with
the whole point of this is
Squire
for us to argue.
Paranormal.
Okay. Well, the Fender American Pro 2 should be its own guitar.
Actually, that could be pretty interesting to see what they would like, what kind of body design that would be.
It's got to be a Strat.
Yeah, but like modified somehow.
Yeah.
I
The
think they need
Super
to bring
Strat.
the personality cards back.
What?
Remember those? The
Wasn't that like you could like
The
switch
Strat
the
Deluxe?
electronics basically?
yeah, you could change all the pickguard wirings
Yeah.
using a PCB that you dropped in. People hated it.
People hate anything. That's like whenever Gibson moved to the PCBs instead of the traditional wiring.
Well, I mean, I know. I always find it interesting. People get all mad about like the push pulls and all that stuff. I'm just like, just leave it all flat, and it's just a normal Les Paul. Why are you mad?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I think the pots weren't that good on those or something. I don't know. So I have to actually. Chris brought up the Squire Paranormal series, and I would have to agree that's a fun one of like weird guitars coming in affordable levels. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's like if we had to like pick this based on like most, I don't know, I don't want to use the word unique, but like maybe a little more just going out there and trying new things, that would definitely be it. Whereas other things are like reissues or like something way, way, way out. And in my mind, way out there, like the headless stuff. that just aren't my cup of tea. But
I like headless guitars. I really do. I don't know why I like them so much, but I do.
Because you were looking at them like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, well,
Saying,
I
like,
was
I
looking
need
at
to
them
buy
the
one.
other day. Well, they got the Amazon. There's the ones on Amazon that are like $300. So,
All right, so have we decided on a winner of this year's
best
best production
Um,
electric guitar from the Effects Loop that we'll send out an award and a trophy for?
here's your participation award.
I say we go with the PRS SE Hollow Body 2 Piezo.
I'd be tempted to agree. That guitar is just so much
That made
available to it.
that made the number one spot on two people's lists, including
One of them is me.
yeah, and then Tom as well. Mr. Tom
It
Kim.
made everybody's list except for Chris. So
Yeah, that's got to be it.
all right, that is our guitar of the year.
Do we have a noise that we're gonna play when that happens?
We'll
Where's
fix
that
it in
air horn?
post. We'll fix it in post.
Yeah.
I'll put in like hot dogs or sandwiches or something like that, and just.
Mhm.
All right, moving on. Signature electric guitars. This was a much narrower group that was nominated, so let's just read through these real quick. Although I don't think one of these reached production. So Chris nominated the Reverend Pete Anderson. There was also nominated was the Epiphone Emily Wolf signature. That was a Sheridan with like the Trini Lopez cuts and things like that. The Shawn Mendes Fender Music Master. Sorry, I was blanking on that.
Yeah.
The Fender Brad Paisley signature Esquire. That's not an Esquire. The Adam Jones signature Les Paul. The Yvette Young Tallman. And the PVHP it fell into there. That's just a reissue of an existing signature. So I'm going to disqualify that. The Fender, is it Her, H-E-R? Did we ever decide that?
I think it's her.
Okay, Fender Her and the Fender Tash Saldana signatures. I know for me this is a quick answer because for me it was just like
did we
one
forget about the
above all.
Nancy Wilson Epiphone?
No, just no one did. It was in there. No one voted for it.
Was it in there? I'm voting for it.
All right,
I
Nancy
didn't
Wilson
see it.
coming from Diaz.
Where was it on this list? It's not on here.
Should have been.
It's not. That's probably why I didn't get voted for.
Was it on the list of the original episode we talked about it, or did you just bring it up? Oh no, it was in that big Epiphone release all at once, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it didn't have its own article, and so it didn't get moved.
Yep.
All right,
All right. That's my vote.
Nancy Wilson. My vote's for
Yeah.
the Epiphone Emily Wolf. I really want to play that. Chris?
You said that's the Trini Lopez style one, right?
Yeah, but it's an
Yeah,
Epiphone
that-
Sheridan, so it's actually affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to go with my original pick of the
Pete Anderson.
Pete Anderson.
I
I was
need to
thinking of going out on a really big limb and saying the Shawn Mendes
not even-
because of the finish on it.
I really like the finish on it.
Yeah,
it got a
it's-
really positive response.
Where
yeah.
was the Shawn Mendes one on the list? I can't find it.
It's the one that's
I like your
fender.com/pages/Shawn Mendes Music Master.
Okay. Thank you. I like that too. I remember whenever we saw that because it's cheap too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in a Mexican factory signature, so it's reasonably affordable. And if I remember right, yeah, all the proceeds to it actually go to a foundation too. So there's the charity
yeah.
aspect of it.
All right. Well, we're gonna probably have to just
Yeah,
pick that
okay,
one.
yeah, we'll throw that one up there because I didn't know that much of it because it's just on looks alone, it looks like a fun guitar. So
Okay.
even better
I'm
that
like,
Yeah, it's also a unique guitar
So-
because you don't see a lot of people with a Music Master running around.
I don't know. I'm now for the winner though. I might have to go Adam Jones, just because of how like crazy the story is with that one, with the stolen guitars and everything.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, but it's not really like anything specifically new. You know what? Let's go Shawn Mendes. I say Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes it is then.
Have a clean sweep.
Well, I mean, Emily Wolf was my favorite, but since it hasn't reached production, I think it would be disqualified probably. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there we'll go. Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes, congratulations, you won that. Come on the show and accept your reward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're more than welcome to come on anytime you want to.
Yeah, we'll try to treat you better. That is that artist, right?
All right, let's move on to acoustics of the year. So, we got the IBG Epiphones. What does IBG stand for?
Inspired by Gibson.
Oh.
So Epiphone
want
like
that
redid a lot of their stuff where essentially they doubled the price of a lot of their acoustics, but they are now solid wood and like the quality's up there. They're not exactly a Gibson, but you know, at the $800 price point, which seems to be kind of the new battleground for acoustics right now. In the affordable but still good range, that seems to be where we kind of focus, because the other nominees were like the PRS SE P20, which is right around that price point too. And as you can see from a lot of the nominations, that got a lot of attention. The revamped Ibanez AE series, again, similar price point. I think they come a little lower, but the Recording King, what was the Recording King line called? The Dirty 30s line.
Yeah.
The Fender Acoustasonic amps got revised. That actually got nominated, and I think nobody mentioned the acoustic Strat from Fender this year.
I think someone did mention the Acoustasonic.
No, both people
That
said
was Tom. He said appealing to people that don't know any better.
that's Acoustasonic though. That's the amps.
Oh, we're not talking about the Strat. Oh, wait, what? Hold on.
Yeah, I might have been tempted to. I
The
forgot about the
Acoustasonic-
ukuleles that Fender put out.
Hold on. The
Those are gonna
Acoustasonic
be
is a guitar.
Oh, there's the Acoustasonic Stratocaster, yeah,
I
But-
don't think he's talking about the amps.
because the amps are also called Acoustasonics, aren't they?
Yeah,
Something like
Fender
that.
doesn't know how to change the. They're like, yeah, we can have like 20 things.
Oh
called
no, they
Acoustasonic.
actually called them this time the Acoustic Junior, Acoustic Junior Go, and the Acoustic SFX 3 or 2. So
I'm gonna pick one that no one else picked. I'm gonna go with Tim Armstrong.
the reissue.
Is that a reissue? Yeah, their anniversary Hellcat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So Fender made the best acoustic guitar for you this year.
I mean, $450. Acoustic electric. I would, out of all of them, this would be one of the ones I would buy. If we're going best, then all right, fine. I'm gonna say it. Acoustasonic. Those things sound. I mean, those things are pretty great.
Has anyone really? I guess the Acoustasonics rolled out and then just touring stopped. So you don't have like the whole like Jack White was running around with the Telecaster one.
Yep. I'm gonna do the Fender Acoustasonic. I don't care. So I'm guessing, what's the winner gonna be? We got PRS on there as number one 3 times.
I would venture. I would probably, given the list and everything. I mean, I put down the Inspired by Gibson Epiphone Hummingbird as my top, but the PRS was a close second for me.
I'd say we give the PRS the win.
Yeah.
All right, PRS coming out, swinging hard.
Wah, wah,
That's-
wah,
that's
wah.
That's 2 categories they've won so far, isn't it?
Yeah, both on
Yeah.
their SE line too.
Yep.
So we've picked affordable instruments the entire way through so far.
Yeah. Are you gonna? Is this towards the?
No, I would venture a guess that for us the value is probably winning a lot of this in our heads. That we're like the best is the best value, not the. Like there'll be some dude who comes in who's like, oh well, you know the $7,000 blah 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 is clearly the best for this reason, this reason. I'm like probably, but like,
Yeah.
we're weighing value, coolness, everything that kind of goes into like what makes this, in our opinions, the best like business move of the year. And generally making the best playing guitar is actually at with where price is no object is not the best in our eyes.
And even then, it's not always the best playing. Sometimes it just looks so freaking cool. Like the next thing I'm about to pick.
Like when like the PRS Dragon is not going to win.
That's exactly what I was just thinking.
Yeah. All right, Diaz, you wanna introduce this next one?
The next one is we're gonna slap at the bass. So this is a short list, and we got called out for it, kind of. So all the bases that we've talked about this year, is this really the only amount of bases we've talked about this year?
And I mean, there's an amp in there.
Oh my gosh! All right, so Warwick Thin Line Alien Deluxe.
In fairness, I left some of the bass pedals in the pedals category, and I probably should have pulled them in here because they probably would have won this category.
Yeah, Ernie Little Music Man Short Scale Stingray. Then we've got the John Myung Bongo 6. Isn't he the guy from
Diaz is reading a list. Calling the air horn.
The Dream Theater? Yeah, that's what I thought. He's from Dream Theater. Matt Bellamy's Manson, the LED violin bass, and then the what is it? Ibanez headless bass. Yeah, the EHB headless bass series. Oh, frick doodles!
Ooh, they have a
We're
fan
totally
for it, too.
bass players here.
By the way, that Ibanez was not covered by us.
Okay, I've never seen that before.
Well, it was a NAMM release, so I wasn't with the show back then.
Wow.
I missed it.
All right, so I don't. All right, Scott, you picked the Ernie Ball short scale, and then the Sarek. You don't have a third?
Yep.
Wow. No, dude, LED bass won in my book.
That's because
Yeah,
it's a violin
that's-
bass and you love it.
Yeah, it's the coolest one out of all of these, in my opinion.
I'd have to say the Ibanez is a very close second.
I don't know. That Sarek is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, it is not.
It's like this
ugly.
weird, like hot rodded. It's got this like
Ugly.
it's got this Rickenbacker vibe to it.
It's ugly. It's ugly. It looks like
It's a-
freaking 1970s carnival threw up, and this is what it landed.
It looks like Scott Pilgrim should be playing this.
Oh my gosh.
It has a circuit in it. There's a passive fuzz
Okay.
circuit in it.
Okay, so
I think it's cool.
It's fun.
I don't like it.
Things don't have to be pretty to be cool, Diaz.
I don't like it. I don't like the glitter. It probably sounds
All
horrible.
right, so what are we looking at here? Is it the Stingray short scale? Is it the
No.
Hofner ripoff with LEDs from Matt Bellamy, or is it the Ibanez headless?
I'd give it to the Ibanez headless. Or the
What's the price point on these Ernie Ball
All right,
headlesses?
well, Scott, you have to pick
Street
between
price around $1,000 to $1,600, $1,700, $1,800. They're a little too expensive to hit my.
All right, we'll go the
value.
headless. We're doing the Ibanez headless. That's the winner. I call it.
You just declare it.
I declare it as the winner because Jason picked it as number one, and he said that we need to cover more low end stuff. And
We
so I'm gonna
have
pick-
Barry White Chris on once in a while.
yeah,
I declare.
no, what?
Wrong
No,
one.
that's Georgia.
Wrong direction, Chris.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
For all those people that might have been like, "Ooh, he's gonna do it," I'm like, no.
I do declare.
I do declare.
I do. All right. Oh my gosh, this list is so long.
You don't have to read the whole list. Just read the highlight that everyone picked out.
No, because you guys didn't pick the stuff that I like.
Ah. I think I did pick the thing you liked. No, actually, I left it off.
Nope, everyone left it off.
All right, I'm adding it. Happy now?
Yep, that's one of them.
All right. So, standard line pedals is 3 pages long. That's been the main focus of our show, it seems, this year.
Yeah.
So, nominees include the EHX Bit Crusher, the MXR FUD, which I almost put under signature pedals.
Was there a signature pedal section?
Yes.
I just saw multi-effect of signature pedal. Is that where my favorite one comes in?
Probably. Is it the one that you got for free that you've been supposed to send me for like 2 months?
Yeah, back off. Well, it's not. I didn't get it for free. I got to return. We got to return it to him.
Yeah. Okay. So the RPS Effects arcade machine. Oh, I remember that. That thing was sweet.
That was cool.
The Chase Bliss Automatone. First one was the preamp, and what's the other one? The reverb. Blank on the name of it. The Chase Bliss,
There's an
Bliss
Automatone
Factory, the Dark Glass Element, which could have been in our bass effects. The Game Changer Light Pedal, the Electro Harmonix Eddy,
Yes.
the JHS Legends of Fuzz, the Crybaby Mini Auto Return Wah, Acorn Amps Mind Killer, the JHS 3 Series, and that's the list. So
I gotta
lot of things in
say,
here.
I gotta say that out of all of those, my number one has. I think that the winner of this has to be the Automaton, because that pedal is just absolutely killer. I have to say the Bit Crusher by EHX is one that I want, and the EHX Eddy is one that should be to my house on Thursday. So
Yeah, I mean,
for
if we had multiple categories of this, like if we actually put effort into this, there's definitely different
Drives.
winners in different ways.
Yeah.
The Automatone series is mind blowing. what they
It's
did.
got sliders that move onto their own.
Yeah, and that like it was, in my opinion, kind of game changing to do that.
You mean Game Changer?
Let's talk about that in a minute. So to me, that like of what has changed the pedal market in such a unique way, plus bringing out a $900 pedal and it's selling out like crazy,
Yeah.
it's just amazing. Now you brought up the Game Changer light pedal, which is also to me one of the coolest things that came from NAMM and that you never heard about for the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's really quite amazing because like Game Changer always makes a big show when their stuff shows up, but for whatever reason, did this even come to market? Like it just disappeared.
Which one is it? Is it the
It's,
reverb? or
it's the reverb. It's a spring reverb that uses a light sensor.
Yeah, we saw that at Summer NAMM last year.
Did you?
Yes.
Was it like a prototype last year? Because that was a
real
winter
pedal.
NAMM, like the big.
No,
Are you
they
thinking of the
didn't-
plasma coil?
No. I played one. Let me make sure it's the right one. Does it light up red? I don't know. I've played it. They announced they had it at Summer NAMM last year.
I wonder, did they have a prototype or something there?
Might have been just a prototype. but
Because
I
it
mean,
hit
was cool
stores
to check
fall
out.
2020. So that's probably part of the reason why you just, I guess it kind of hit stores kind of.
Way late compared to the announcement. That's you know, I mean, we talked about this in our group chat. The Terraform, we didn't know what year to call it, but that's also because there's such a long gap between announcement because the Terraform was at Summer NAMM last year. There was such a long time between announcement and showing the product and also the release.
Yeah, I mean, even like, if I remember right, the Terraform was just like a proof of concept was at NAMM. Like they actually wound up completely switching out a bunch of the different programs on it.
Oh, pretty much, they changed a lot of the programming on it, like the actual effect sounds.
Algorithms, that's the word we were looking for.
Yes,
Algorithms.
Oh my gosh, I want a video of Al Gore dancing and just call it algorithms. Yeah. All right. So who are we going to give this to? I got to say Automaton because it honestly was a game changer, and it was. I mean, and it's a fantastic sounding pedal. I think that it's got to take the win, and I think that if we list anything else, it's got to be honorable mention. But I think the winner's got to go to Chase Bliss.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
I would too. I think honorable mentions worth mentioning are the JHS 3 series because they just came in at such a low price point.
Yeah. The Dark Glass Element.
Touchscreen. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yep.
And also just simply the Bliss Factory for breaking the internet.
Yeah.
For giving us something to talk about for a few weeks. Thanks.
Have you guys actually looked? Like used prices are sitting in like the 400s right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think people are like refusing now to buy used ones because they're expecting a new round to come out.
Yep.
It's interesting just how quickly demand just like changed on that pedal.
Yep. All right. So now we're going to talk about multi-effects.
This should be quick since everyone was pretty much in agreement here.
Yeah. TC Plethora X5, GT Pocket, the Quad Cortex from Neural, the Terraform, the Night Sky.
I think that's it.
Oh, that's it. Okay, that's it. All right. All right. So I got to say the Quad Cortex isn't got to be number one.
I mean, it's the Helix killer coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean, it kind of remains to be. We're kind of announcing it as the winner a little bit on the promise that it's bringing, because right now it's still very much in its infancy. But like, you've seen a few like of like the profilers, the prolific profilers out there, like Tone Junkies and them, all say, yeah, we're doing Quad Cortex alongside with Kemper from here on out. So you're going to start having the libraries build up for it. Just the sheer power and usability and the UI on it. Like this is like, either this is the next gen Helix Kemper killer, or it's the first of the new generation. So we'll see what it actually winds up being, but it promises to be quite the thing.
The Dominator.
I think they're just starting to hit people, like starting to ship right now.
Yeah, I gotta say we got to do honorable mention definitely for the Night Sky and the Plethora X5 because that's freaking awesome.
Now, I remember us all crapping on the X5 when it came out. Where we're like, it's like 2 years too late and $150 too expensive.
Well, I did say that. It still is, but it's still awesome. That's why we get honorable mention.
It's kind of like finally.
You can't diss a solid pedal like just pedal brand because TC makes good stuff. It's just, like we said, it was late, but it's good.
All right, let's go on to the next thing. It's signature pedals. Let's see. The Scott Ian signature from KDHD.
Don't read the whole list.
All right, fine. So the Triple Graph, the KMA Worm, it's not really a signature, is what Jason said. The SD9SH, I don't know what that is.
It's a signature edition of the SD9.
Oh yeah. Garbage Face, Knucklepuck 2020, JHS PG14, and the Golden Boy. Oh, that's the what's his face? Joey Landreth signature?
Yep. And there's one other I will throw in here is the Mateus Asado. It's no longer called the El Guapo. I forgot what it's called now.
The like Asahi or something like that.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, because it's been changed a few ways. So now it's actually pretty cool. Like, we haven't really talked about its revamp on the show, but now they've actually got daughter boards in it. So you can actually just pull it out and it replaces one of the effect sides with a new effect. So you can actually replace whatever it is. I think it's a Tube Screamer or whatever it is. All the different versions of Tube Screamers in it. You can just pull this chip out and put a new one in, and now it's a rat. And they're coming out with a few more modules like that. So it's promising to be a pretty cool little pedal.
yeah, and then the worm. Why was this a signature? Why'd you put this in the signature?
Because it was custom artwork for a band,
Okay.
which technically is a signature pedal.
All right. Okay. Well, you tell that to Jason. All right. I gotta go with for the best ones the triple graph. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm picking it. Yeah, number one.
Yeah.
Because number one, it is also something that is pretty new in type of pedal. Like there's not another pedal with 3 telegraph style buttons. They also improved the design of those so you can actually stomp on them with your feet. And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I love how Noah picked the Tom Morello Crybaby because
It's just a Crybaby with artwork on it.
and Tom Morello is just cashing in on that sweet, sweet capitalism teat.
Yeah, why don't you redistribute that wealth there, Tom Morello, to the rest of us?
Yeah. Or just send me a Soul Power guitar. But you got to put the stickers on it.
Notice nobody voted for the Soul Power signature guitar as well.
Yup.
I didn't just because it's just a Fender Aerodyne and you can put the sticker on it. Like it doesn't even come with it on it. So I wasn't going to pick that. All right. So we all agree triple graph.
Triple graph.
All right. Congratulations, Jack White. You get to buy me a beer next time we're hanging out. All right. Who wants to talk about this next thing? I'm done talking for the rest of the show. I'm not talking anymore.
All right, so the next category is best accessory of the year. This is like all over the place. But nominations so far has been the Two Notes Captor X, the Gator Closet Bags, the Future Sound MTX Signal Router, the Rockboard ISO Power Block, and the Herasis Amloy, which I don't even remember what the Amloy was.
What's that? Exolo Silver. Solo, sorry. That's not a word.
XIO Solo. Oh, that's a audio interface. From
Scott
IK.
did not pick that, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't vote in this one because I just didn't.
I think I've got mine.
As
I'm gonna
I can
pick
see where
the-
you're clicking, so
Yeah, that's mine. The Harris Amloy 3D printed guitar bridge. That's awesome. That's using 3D printing in a logical sense. So,
well, I mean, it lets you rapid prototype things, but yeah, how it uses that kind of mesh to save weight.
it has kind of a what's that guy? The Trust Art look and feel to it.
Yeah. It is a non-adjustable wrap over bridge, though.
Yeah. Okay. It's not the ugly Seric bass, so we're good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I went back there.
It's okay. Diaz insists on being wrong. It's fine.
Whatever.
Double down on it, man. That's what you
Yeah.
got to do.
All right, so what are we picking? I guess the Two Notes Captor X.
You know, a lot of people are voting for the Captor X. I honestly, my favorite thing of the year is the Gator Closet Bag.
I mean, that is pretty awesome too.
Yeah, I think I'm
I'll-
actually about to buy one because I don't think I was on this episode, and I've been needing a bag because for my telly, and I've been keeping
This was
everything
recent.
literally
Yeah,
in the
this was-
closet. So I'm gonna have to get this.
Oh my gosh! But you know, you got to sing whenever you're like getting that, the cleaning out my closet by Eminem.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you were going to do
Tonight.
Trapped in the Closet by R. Kelly?
No, because I don't want to pee on anybody. You okay over there?
Someone's pet's making some noises.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought someone was like dying.
No, remember I have a zoo over here.
Yeah, Ace Ventura has a difficulty.
All right, so Gator Closet bag for the win.
It
That or
seems
the Capture
weird
X.
that beats the Capture X. But yeah.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
buying it right now. So
Oh my gosh, that's awesome! I need to show Jeff that. I still.
like, look, I can keep all of the cases out of the living room.
All right, next is amps. God help us. Bad, even though
Chris
it's only
picked
two.
the orange stamp, and I'm just gonna second it just so we move on.
What's the orange stamp?
I don't know.
It's
Oh, is that
their,
the
The
pedal board
Terra
amp.
stamp. It's the Terra amp in a pedal.
Mm,
And just based on me actually finally getting to sit down with an orange amp and even like with the clean tones, I'm like, I could actually see myself getting this.
no, I'm gonna have to go and agree with Tom and do the Diesel VHX.
That amp is crazy.
Yeah, I like it. I think that that is a great blend between digital and like a great like in between on people who are like tubes and people who are about digital stuff.
Oh, like how it kind of almost got the Trace Bliss treatment where it just has like a control UI that's digital and all the crazy
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
a
mean-
great mix between analog and digital.
Yeah. In terms of like, throwing everything at the wall and giving you all the features, that probably is the winner of this list.
Yeah.
In that category for sure. But
What does Tom do for a living?
nuclear
Is my
engineer.
Is he really?
Yep. But he has a side hustle that he does as well. And I think that's where his gear money comes from.
Yeah, because like Tom has some awesome gear.
He went
Yeah, I
through
know.
a lot of gear this year.
Well, how many? He has what, 2 Adam Jones signatures, doesn't he?
Yep.
I mean, that's awesome. Like, I don't mean that in like any other way besides go Tom. Tom's living his best life.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. So I'm agreeing with Tom on this one. I gotta say, Diesel has to take it.
I've got no skin in this game. I mean, I
Then
think
agree with me.
the Kemper cabinet is a fun thing to mention of what that allowed you to do with a Kemper. And I know I'm in that camp, but I'm also
mean,
not. Because I
It's
don't.
not powered. Like,
Yeah, I mean, but if you had a powered Kemper,
yeah, but it's not powered.
okay,
Like, that's where I'm like, it can't win.
a passive speaker can't win the best amp award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Um,
whenever 2/3 of their products are passive,
Huh?
I mean, when 2/3 of their products require a power amp, like it's not.
I mean, I have not needed a power amp in a long time. That's
You
kind of the
should-
sad
are
reality
you-
is like, amps
But I'm
are
saying the
kind of a
stage,
dying
the
category,
stage
dude.
does not come powered.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
not- it
so
did
you have
not
to have a
need to.
power amp, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would need one. That's my point.
And I'm telling you, that's not a big deal.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Does it feel like we just had an argument? And I'm like, no, we're not having an argument.
Yeah.
No, I'm mad about this. I'm like, I hear you. Okay.
Or it's like whenever you're like arguing with someone and they're like, I'm not yelling, and you're like yelling at you're like, yes you are. Yeah, that's how I felt right then. Like we were fighting, but we don't know
Yeah,
what
we're just
fighting about.
confused.
Yeah, we were on the same side arguing. Like, all right.
I
Anywho.
love when you're trying to explain someone who's angry. Like, I agree with you. Will you just calm down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't agree with me. Okay, I don't know what to tell you.
Also, I wasn't arguing with you because we're coming up on This Week in Harley Benton.
Harley Benton.
Which has the answer for my question, which is my top thing from Harley Benton was the power amp pedal, the GPA 100 and the GPA 70.
Okay. Yeah, but who won the amp? Is it Diesel? Did
Diesel.
we give it to him?
Yeah, we awarded that a while ago.
Okay, well, I wasn't there for that. All right, so you got the TE20HH, which is their Telly humbucker, double humbucker, DC Junior and Ferris Bueller Blue. I like that. The GPA 100, which is their power amp and pedal. The power plant is at the power supply.
Yeah.
The SE Custom 2, which is like a Les Paul custom, is that the
That's
Silverburst one?
Remember that guitar I accidentally bought?
Yeah, that I'm killing top. The Dullahan?
Yeah, I don't remember what that one was.
It's somewhere on this list right here. Oh, 24 fret. Oh, that's the headless ones. Yeah, good job, Jason. All right, the SE Custom 2, which I'm guessing is Silverburst. The TB70, which I'm guessing is a Telly style.
No, that's actually the their Thunderbird bass.
The Thunderbird bass. I liked that.
Oh, I did like that too.
Yeah, I'll throw that in as my
Didn't
third.
pick that as number one. The TE20HH. So yeah, those are all the ones. I'm gonna say that a couple of my favorites were the Ferris Bueller Blue DC Junior, the SE Custom Silver, and then the Dullahan headless guitars.
So I would have said right off the bat the SC Custom should have won this one had the Adam Jones not come out this year.
The only thing I don't like about it is I don't like the burst style. It looks weird to me on this. Like, even though it looks pretty close to Fender, it's the way that this. All right, maybe it doesn't look as bad.
Oh, how it has the burst only over the raised area.
Yeah.
Where it's not the same kind of like it's not the edge burst model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still like. Oh, dang it.
I think it looks like an ESP.
Yeah, I agree with you. But for like what, $150? It's not bad. Or 250.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, shipping was like another $60 on top of that or whatever.
Yeah. So we're not giving it to the Silverburst.
Then what are we giving it to?
Yeah.
Please tell me we're going to give it to their FR speaker. See, here's the thing with the Harley Benton stuff is like all of them look great on paper, and the prices look awesome until you factor in the fact that you got to ship them from Germany, and then suddenly it's like like every time.
Yeah. All right. Let's go with the winner being the Silverburst. It made almost everyone's list.
Because I was getting ready to say that the TB70 might have been my other option. The Thunderbird active bass.
Yeah, we'll give that one honorable mention.
All right.
Okay.
And
This is a good one.
Oh, DS suddenly has interest in this again. Oh, hey, look.
The dumbest thing category. Okay. I feel like in this category, we're all winners.
Do you want to just read the list in full?
Yeah.
Might as well.
All right. So we got the John Mayer G-Shock watch. Monty Guitars, the Monty Presso. That's the pretty much coffee grounds you rub into your guitar. Like then we've got the Stanley. Oh my god!
Remember that the thing that you attached to your guitar strap pin?
Still standing. The world's. Oh, they changed the name. Was it always still?
It got like we found it got like licensed and rebadged like once or twice.
The Stanley. Yeah. An honest opinion. Yeah, sure. Got me on. Okay. The Anthony Dickens. What is this?
Anthony Dixon's is a major. It's the circle guitar. So
Oh my gosh!
Series of picks that self-picking guitar.
Oh my gosh! This is like the chord buddy for idiots. Which is saying a lot. Hold on, I want to watch the video again.
Finish reading the list first.
Hold on. Okay, sorry. What if you want to do a different picking pattern? Do you have to remove the pick? All right, sorry. The plex. You got to remove the right set of picks to get this style. All right, the plectrum, which is the guitar tongue. So it's a guitar pick design that uses a tongue.
I think there's multiple ones of these, by the way.
Oh my gosh!
Because didn't we have like the pick koozies or whatever we found at 1.2?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, the Fern guitars, all wood modular electric guitar. Oh, that looks so horrible.
Remember that one, the cutting board with pickups that like slides into a guitar, and the guy's like, "Look, it has all these different options you can have," and he's only made the one module.
Yes. The bootlegger guitar, bar hanging rack. Oh my gosh. It still gives me anxiety.
Just buy a clothes hanger with the gator bags at this point.
Yeah, this is $200. You can buy like 5 gator bags and hang one left guitar.
$5 thing from IKEA.
Yeah. Ew. No. Okay. Then we got the Diamond Cabernita. Oh, is this one like? Yeah, super expensive. The True Tone.
That's the fake acoustic back.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Yes. Had to help with. Didn't we like admit that it actually like scientifically it's not a horrible idea?
It makes sense, but there's other ways to do it.
Yeah, it's not practical.
It's a solution to something that shouldn't be a problem.
The PRS minimalist floating guitar stand. Oh, that's ugly. How much were these?
Expensive.
Yeah, probably like $300. And then my Facebook page. Thanks, Scott. I didn't click on it, by the way.
I should have
click on suspicious links, guys.
All right. So only one Patreon supporter made it to the bottom of the list. It actually did this.
That means we made it to the bottom of this list.
Good job, Jason.
It says his list is number 1, True Tone dumb acoustic backplate thing. Number 2, Plectrum tongue pick things. 3, Casio John Mayer signature. All right, I have to say, out of all of these, the dumbest thing has got to be the Stanley.
Yeah.
The stand that shouldn't work very well.
Yeah, that probably doesn't.
Yeah.
And you're going to break your guitar and it's going to look ugly anyways. Like if I saw someone, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you were like John freaking Mayer. If I see you playing a guitar with that on there, I'm going to be like, that is stupid. I would walk up to John Mayer and punch him in the nose and be like, no, you know better than this, John Mayer. That's some shit that Joe Bonamassa would put out. Like, because the only people who listen to Joe Bonamassa are dads who like have been playing guitar for 6 months and still only know 4 chords, but they start jamming in the garage. And the only song they can do is Wild Thing, and they can't finish the whole song. Sorry. Yeah, that's dumb. All right. That's got to be the winner. I'm putting my foot down.
I thought the tongue picks was going to take it, but lo and behold.
No, the tongue picks is not as dumb as that. Because the tongue picks you can like take, like no one really sees that. If some idiot got on stage to play a gig with that on their guitar, I'd throw a beer bottle at him out of pure principle.
Oh gosh, I forgot how bad the Stanley looks.
Yeah, see, just
because this is the version 2, by the way. There's already been a version 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Though I think
didn't we talk about this like 6 months ago? It's still on Indiegogo.
Yeah. Well, I think they Indiegogo'd their first round too, which was
and how come none of those people came back?
Well, I think they licensed the design out when they came up with this. This looks so bad.
Oh, they're in Copenhagen.
Yeah. Okay.
Which
I will say, it kind of looks okay on a ukulele.
No, No.
Because I like how you can
I
put the ukulele just like on a coffee table then.
That would be fun.
And then you can
Don't
put a
you do-
lampshade on top of it, and then it could be a lamp, so everyone knows that you play.
Don't you support them? Oh, all right. How long have we been doing this? Long enough?
Long enough.
All right.
Uh,
So the
Oh my gosh.
dumbest thing award
Alright.
goes to the Stanley.
Oh no,
Yes.
they have attachable picks now.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh.
All right, so all I can say to end this episode is what we all want to say, and that's Dear 2020, fuck you.
Go to hell 2020.
Yeah, pretty much. Like so this episode is releasing on New Year's Eve, right? Yeah.
Sure.
So hopefully if you're listening to this in 2021, I hope your year's going so much better. Like we made it, guys. We did it.
We did it.
Yeah, we'll see what 2021 brings because we got online NAM. We'll see what that's like.
There's a whole lot of people not wearing pants. That's, I mean, pretty much, like,
Hopefully, season 3 of The Mandalorian.
oh my gosh.
Okay,
All
also, so I just watched The Boys.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
yes.
Season 3, I'm looking forward to that too. That was actually a pretty
The
well done
Boys is
show.
awesome.
Yeah. I also just watched Wonder Woman as well. I have thoughts.
What was it?
Diaz, did you watch Wonder Woman?
2021.
What?
Did you watch the new Wonder Woman movie yet?
No.
It's on HBO.
I've heard mixed reviews.
Also with Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, also with Pedro Pascal. You see his face the whole time, and so you're like, what's going
And
on?
he's apparently still Dad of the Year, as I read in an article today.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
2020,
guys,
the
well,
year
if-
Oh my
Pedro
goodness.
Pascal encounters challenges with
Yep.
raising boys.
So here's a fun thing to end the episode on. I just placed the order for the Gator bag through Sweetwater, and Sweetwater's already calling me.
Nice. Yeah, they do that.
Answer it on the air. Answer it on the air. Do it.
Should I?
Yes.
Tell
me
wait,
when
is
you're in
Denver
podcast.
one of those states where you can't record a phone call without consent?
Oh fuck. Maybe. Never mind.
Because us sharing entire episodes of Tiger King. And
It's like, hey, Sweetwater rep, how are you? Yeah.
Call Brant. That's my guy.
oh, did you guys ever guess what I bought when I made this list of like everything from the year? When I was like, oh yeah, that, and then I decided to buy something finally.
Did it win a category?
No, it didn't even get nominated by anyone or anything.
Oh, then no.
So remember earlier in the year, Zeppelin Labs came out with another kit to modify your VP Junior. So it
Yeah.
doesn't use a string anymore; it uses a Hall sensor.
Yes.
I bought one of those kits, so I'm going to be putting that together.
How much is that kit?
$69.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of nice, you can join our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups /the effects loop and tell us what your nice list would have been. You can also follow us on Instagram at the effects loop. You can find our YouTube, and if you find it, please let us know. Email us at theeffectsloop@gmail.com if you just want to tell us we're stupid or give suggestions. If you really want to give suggestions that we'll listen to, you can go to patreon.com/the effects loop. Give us money, then we'll listen to your suggestions because our time is not free. Speaking of not free, go to stringjoy.com, buy some strings because they ain't free. They're not going to just show up. You have to go to the website and send them money because they're worth every penny. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. New year, new you, new strings, stringjoy.com. All right. For the effects loop, I am Diaz,
I'm Chris.
And we've been featuring Scott Hamilton.
and we will see you next year. Bye.
We are strong. We have to just keep pushing along.
dictionary. Why is negativity always drawn out? Pictionary, visualize love. Energize lives together. We undefeated. A plan to make weathers, no gloves needed. When we weed into the mindset of achieving and believing in community that remains happy. Ever after, the world should be one. Hate annihilated, every heart is one. Love again. So.